We have different paths, abilities, and skills. In life, we move at different paces and, for the most part, on different courses. Inherently, no two persons are exactly the same, and a lot of times people yearn to be like some other persons and may suffer complexes of inferiority where they find themselves unable to exude the personalities or take on the looks of some other persons they admire. You need to understand that your strengths and abilities differ from those of your role models. Negatively comparing yourself to others can lead to self-destructive tendencies and low self-esteem. Back in my high school days, I was in competition with a classmate because of her intellect. I admired her intelligence and strove to outdo her on occasion. Sometimes I did succeed, while at other times I failed in that quest. I was quite consciously aware that I was being more deliberate and taking up about outshining her to feel superior in ability and worth than at improving myself for purely my greater good. We have different people we admire and look up to, but when in a way you lose your joy and happiness, then it's unhealthy, and that's where you need to appraise your real motive. The people you desire to be like strive to be better version of themselves and not necessarily in some vainglorious competition with others. Your abilities and strengths differ, and while you strive to build your existing strengths and hone your existing abilities, we must learn to shine and be our best at whatever capacity we have at the moment. Remember, in our world, there are so many bests and even so many lists. So learn to stay focused and strive for nobler and higher purpose in life's pursuits. Rejoice with all the best and see what may be better than you as opportunity to both learn and improve. Okay, when I was younger, a man came over at my mom's store to get a few things. He looked at me and said, "You look so beautiful. Would you consider becoming a model?" But he soon added, "But you aren't tall models at all." I looked at him and was speechless. I thought about it the whole night. If only I was tall, with this beauty I could have been a model. I began comparing myself to tall ladies whenever I would see them. So what's my point in this? The truth is that a lot of times we compare ourselves because others may have in one way or the other compared us to some others. This penchant to see our self-worth by looking in the mirror and seeing someone else instead of our own very self has been softly imparted, stemming from the unit of society, which is the home, and probably more often these days from the kind of modern and invasive media we have today. Just like when our parents compared us with the brightest students in school in order to drive us to study more and aim for the top in the class, or comparison between siblings who have different talents and abilities. There is nothing wrong in challenging children or students to aim for the top of the class, but making children understand that their self-worth is not tied to such achievements, and that coming second or third or even last in class does not make them less capable of becoming their own person and having their own individuality and personality to be proud of, will go a long way in firing up the younger ones to be the best version of themselves. That is why so many people do poorly at school but go on to become successful in life. It is important to be mindful and circumspect of how you ask others to be fixated on certain goals or achievements. Self-comparison is inevitable even in the workplace, where we may desire to come up to par with colleagues who have been commended or recognized for doing good jobs. So here are some tips to note on how to stop comparing yourself to others. Separate yourself from negative situations that make you neglect or look down on your uniqueness. People or things that bring toxicity to you should be avoided. Social media has so much increased the likelihood of self-comparison. People post their wins, latest job offers, academic achievements, and luxurious lifestyle, leaving some others whose emotions are weak feeling unaccomplished and intimidated. This reality is undeniable, but the strong lure of social media usually leaves many vulnerable to this undue and unhealthy comparison. Some come from close pals that you know, and whenever such posts gets at your emotions, you tend to feel you are not doing enough in your own space and life. You should understand that you are unique in your way, and gifted with your own abilities and strengths. So number 2 is reflect. When you compare yourself to people, you have to ask yourself these questions. Why do I compare myself? Is it for improvement? Will it bring positive change in my life and that of others? Is it about me or about a higher purpose? When you compare yourself to the smartest colleague at work, are you trying to be like them or better than them? And particularly, to what intent? To serve the company better and for collective good, or to bloat up your own ego? People have worked many years to be wherever they are today. Desiring to be like someone in his 50s when you are in your 20s may not be ideal. There is a whole lot of gap and years of study and self-improvement. We have different chapters in life. What chapter are you in, and what chapter do you compare yourself to? Visualizing for the long term is okay, but you must be realistic about the amount of work you would need to put in to attain such desired heights. And the third point is celebrate small wins. In as much as you are not where you want to be, it's important that you celebrate yourself at your own level of growth and achievement. There is nothing wrong with the course of your life, the way it's going. You are the master of your life because of your choices, so do not fall into undue unhealthy comparisons. Talking about small wins, if you succeed in getting that entry-level job, celebrate yourself and don't compare it with the million naira or dollar job a friend or associate has or maybe just got. Now, for context, I am not saying that comparison of every single sort is bad. Sometimes it helps you in becoming a better version of yourself by serving as a kind of yardstick. In such case, you are inspired by comparisons to do better. What I'm simply harping on is that when comparisons hurt you within, then you need to do an appraisal and inner reflection of your deeply underlying motives. For the most part, the issue lies with your mentality and attitude, not with the object of comparison. In the world, you will always see someone who is better than you at something. There are also people you are better than. So don't ever, for any reason, be bogged down with guilt or low sense of self-worth. Get hold on yourself, show your uniqueness, and enjoy this brief life. So, beloved friends and viewers, be cautious and take steps to focus on yourself. Be all you could possibly be at whatever level you find yourself, and above all, seek fun while doing so. It's been a pleasure to make yet another video. I hope you enjoyed the few words, and I hope I didn't take so much of your time. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please share and subscribe if you haven't. If you stayed to the very end, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.